Boy, I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm come on. laughing. I don't know what's funnier. And we're gonna go in on the dolphin community tonight. So you wanna hear me vent on the dolphin community? We're going to this shit is long over between me and those pieces of shit concept creators. But before I do, start off tonight in Canada. You don't know what Canada is? That is the capital of Canada. That is the home of the Ottawa Senators. And if you didn't hear the bombshell, Ottawa, I know the goalie's last name is Omar, but he destroyed the Ottawa Senators. If you did not hear the news, Canadian media is covering it up. But I'll tell you, that's how Omar ratted out his teammates and told his wife, like most of the players on the Senators cheat on their wives and girlfriends. And Omar's wife is going to divorce him. That was, I read the story. I sent it to Moss. Moss was like, you gotta be kidding. But the more things change, the more they remain the same up in Canada. And, hey, when you're playing or you working in a corporate setting, in a work environment, one thing don't do is date women at the workplace, even talk to women at the work. And when I got my promotion like 30 years ago to become a crew chief, one thing I did was I asked, around who works at night at the place because I was going to the I was going to the night shift. I said, who works in the night? Told me this, and that. I said, okay, getting these women out of here. So I met with each woman and I just told them, not working under my command. I don't have time for you. Why don't you just take the day shift, get out of work at 2:30, go pick up your damn kids, watch soap operas, right? The soap operas was big. These women would watch soap operas. And I said, you got one day to think about it. So when I see you all tomorrow, best better have an answer. Because if you don't, I have fiction to give me. Next day I got there, I said, well, what's your decision? Staying or I have to get rid of you? And of course, the women said, we'll take the day shift. So you do. Now, getting to Omar, this idiot doing what he did, I don't know what to say. Bro, the one thing, tell you a true honest story about your boy here, I was a fat slob. I didn't have no women in my life back in the day. So every guy cheated on their girl will have me to speak for them to like tell them that they're working today because the stories they told their ladies, I was a bleeping tyrant. And the women, when they come by to see their man, they would take a look at me and go, "Oh, that fat piece of shit." And I would tell them, "Hey, look, I'm sending your man out to Las Vegas. They're building a new casino." "Oh, okay. You you're so honest." I'm like, "Bitch, get the hell off the phone." Where I'm going with this this. Ottawa, Peru, everybody's business out. They may have to break up that team to get the stench out of that organization. especially when you work in corporate America. You do not date the coworker. Now, if you got a couple of hoes in the organization and they're wanting to get trained, 'cause he wants to get paid more money and go on lavish vacations. And, especially among white boys, they love passing on this. Spilled the beans on his system. God damn. They bus, threw him into the ocean with no life raft. Now they're gonna have to break that team up in Ottawa. Can't keep those guys. Can't do it. And their fan base was desperate for a championship contender. They're heartbroken today. Now, but this story is coming came out yesterday, but I got wind of it today. And the hockey reporters, they're not gonna talk on like an incredible source, an article that printed the story, sent to K and CK said, "Oh." So I wanted to get that out of the way. Now we're getting serious. All right. Beginning with this great man right here. Welcome to Miami. This mean for Miami? Simple. By the luck of gods, because Stephen Ross's plan was to hire Jackson from the 49ers and keep Mike Daniel as the coach. But Troy Aikman put his foot down and he can't stand Mike McDaniel, so Mike McDaniel got fired yesterday. And that's sad because I was getting warmed up to Mike. No longer there. Oh, John Harbaugh's out of the picture now. They got a Green Bay executive to be the czar. Nobody follows Green Bay more than me 'cause of Jordan Love. So I know what goes on there. I'll tell you, Dolphin fans, right now, you listen up. You're getting real facts here. You're not getting BS from like your favorite content creators who wants to blow up your asses so the money keeps coming in. So they're coming later on. I'm gonna just let me stick to facts. These are the men, in my opinion, I believe will be your next head coach. And it comes down to tomorrow night. Word is, I know this for a fact, so let me just give you the story. Former San Francisco 49, his son now runs the Packers. And from what they said back in the summer, he did not give Matt LaFleur an extension. So what does that mean? They lose tomorrow night. I believe probably by the end of next week, they will part ways. So I'm gonna put Matt LaFleur number two. Number one is gonna be Jeff Hadley. So you're wondering who's Jeff Hadley? He's the defense coordinator of the Green Bay. Do I like him as a coach? No, really. I don't hate him. See, I think the Dolphins need something new because I'm gonna tell you guys, did Dan Marino win a championship? No, he didn't. Did this piece of shit, broken down quarterback you people were worshiping, did he win anything for you? Not a goddamn. So what do you do? Go back to your roots. You're gonna become a running football team, power football team. You're gonna be a team that is gonna play football the right way. Let's look at the Hurricanes that we care to watch. It's gonna be the new champions in 11 days, and we will all serenade as the champion, the Kings of Miami, by the way. They're gonna win more national championships. I hate to tell you, Dolphins. They will win 3 national championships, Dolphins, before you win. Think about what I just said. They will win 3 national championships before you Number 3 is Mike McCarthy. Why? Championship head coach, knows how to win. He had 3 12-win seasons in Dallas. You wonder why Dallas got rid of him? Because he didn't win big enough like he did in Green Bay. So, in my objective opinion, he's gonna bring somebody from the Packers to be your head coach, or somebody from Packers ties to be the coach. You can forget Harbaugh. That's not happening. You really wanna know why that's not happening? Well, let me enlighten you people. The one thing I don't like about you people, when Stephen Ross had to sacrifice a number 1 pick 4 years ago for tampering with, Sean Payton, none of you people on these stations, on these Dolphin bullshit concept creator channels, that is the Dolphin community, that is the picnic table, whatever that stupid room. Reasons? The same man who lied to you fools talking about, uh who had the arm of God, which is a effing joke. Like Chris Sims said, they only throw the ball 15 yards. Dudley Do Wrong talking about luau's 3 or 4 years ago with Tua. How did that work out, Doug? How did Tua work out? Broken down quarterback with a bad hip. I can't help from laughing. Maybe get back to what you guys want to hear, which is the truth. But he fumbled the Harbaugh in negotiations again because 4 years ago, he tampered with Sean Payton and Tom Brady. He lost the number 1 draft pick. Did any of you people complain about that? Hells to the bleeping no, because you people were so blinded and really believed that, this idiot who just got fired was gonna take you to Super Bowls, right, Ali? Right, my good boy Ali, right? You was bragging, talking that BS a couple of years ago. How did that work out? Okay, right? None of you people held Stephen Ross accountable. So the agent for John Harbaugh basically and who had this man hired. A unanimous decision. And basically this young man is gonna be your new football czar of the Dolphins, which I think is an excellent move. You know why? Because you picked them from a well-oiled machine organization. Okay. A team that's in the playoffs every year, a team that knows how to pick quarterbacks. How's that looking in Green Bay? Mikowski, Favre, Rodgers, and now Love. How is that working out? And Malik Willis, who's going to be your next quarterback, by the way. I'll talk about that in a couple of seconds. Let me finish telling you guys the truth and not lies. If they get somebody that's not out of Green Bay, I will be surprised, but not much because this young man has friends all around football. That's how it works. When you're in professional sports, it's a fraternity for these guys. They all know each other. They're all buddy buddy. You know, people talk, and this young man here now got the keys to the Dolphins' kingdom. And if you're a Dolphin fan, don't get all upset about them going to a game managing style of football because it's still working for the Canes right now. It's one win away from destiny. Okay? They will be the new national champions of college. But back to this. Wait to the 27 draft where there's 15 or 16 good quarterbacks going in the first round. And trust me when I tell you this. Green Bay knows how to pick quarterbacks better than anybody. Rodgers at 25, Love at 26, Favre, they had to trade a number 1 pick who was a second rounder. Mikowski was a third rounder. Yeah, they know how to pick quarterbacks in Green Bay. Bring that to Miami. So if I'm you, Miami, the only way I can see you guys getting one of these 3 quarterbacks, the hell with the kid from Alabama. He sucks ass. And you don't want another Alabama quarterback, do you? Okay. If this kid, um, Chambliss comes out, there goes your quarterback. What you do, you trade up a little bit, give Kansas City or whoever picks 8th a 1 and a 4, and there you go. You got your quarterback. Tell them to give you back a 3. And then you have 4 third rounders, and that's where Green Bay picks the best. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th round. I get the feeling he'll bring you Dontavian Wicks and my man Romeo Dobbs with him because they're going to be free agents. Packers, depending on what happens to Matt LaFleur, I think you're going to get a lot of their staff. If LaFleur gets canned, make him and LaFleur is tight, and he gave him the longest recommendation. The whole Packer organization gave this young man nothing but A's, A plus. And Green Bay is all about seriousness. They're not about like the way you've had it for the last 30 goddamn years, a country club atmosphere down in Davie and now Miami Gardens. Ain't gonna be like that. It's gonna be a well-oiled machine. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. So if I'm you, even if you're not watching the game tomorrow night, check the score because if they get rolled by the Bears tomorrow, and that's very possible, you're gonna get Malik Willis coming as your next quarterback. I think that's an excellent move. You don't want Jordan Love. You guys don't want Jordan. Bring Dobbs and Wicks with him, and there you go. You got Waddle, Wicks, and Romeo Dobbs. There goes your receiving core next year. The offense in Green Bay will be just to let you guys know that it can be explosive with Willis. And I know that's what you Dolphin fans love. You don't love who's throwing the football. I can tell. I know you Dolphin fans by the palm of my hand. I know you got every heartbeat, every breath you take. I know how you guys feel. Tonight, talking to you guys nicely. You know how I go off. Find out next week on X and IG how do I go off on the Dolphin community. Those lying clowns. And for the delusional ass clowns in the Dolphin community, really believe Harbaugh is the answer. I will take Mike McCarthy over John Harbaugh any day of the time. And I don't want that loser Lamar Jackson quarterback in. No thanks. Pete Willis would do just fine. Evening to you, Miss McKenna. He'll do just fine. So get ready for a ball control offense. It's gonna be interesting. Do they want your boy H? Because that H doesn't fit style of the Green Bay Packers running game. It's a big bruising back like Josh Jacobs, somebody who can pick up yards and move the lane. H is a home run here. He's a hell of a running back. But things change when a new regime come in. And this young man, I have complete confidence. I heard nothing but glowing reviews, by the way, by Williams, the 49ers guy. Again, they was going to bring back the idiot, and everything would have been okay for you. And a lot of you people in the Dolphin community would have accepted that. But this kid, what you're gonna get is something that hasn't been in the organization since Don Shula. Structure, professionalism, and winning. It'll take a little time, but the winning will come back to Miami. I promise you guys that. I wouldn't lie to you. Like those ass clown concept creators in the Dolphin community telling you every year Super Bowl, and you don't even win a goddamn playoff game these days. So this young man, I have complete confidence. And you're a Dolphin fan, give him a little time. Gonna take some time. Enjoy the Hurricanes' new dominance dynasty, which will be in Coral Gables and in South Florida beginning next Monday night. And I said it 9 years ago, and I'll say it again. They'll put up 3 banners before they win a playoff game. I'm talking about the Dolphins. This man has a lot of work to do, and one of the things that Green Bay does well, and I've been saying this, they know how to draft well, consistent. Something that the Dolphin franchise don't do. Why do you think the Packers, Seahawks, 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys, why do you think those teams are always in the mix in the NFC? You know why? They and they stay afloat. Don't ever listen to what tell your team right now in the because Trevor Lawrence has finally figured it out. Trevor Lawrence is looking like the Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. And they will, let me say this right now, they will destroy Buffalo. Book that. Buffalo don't know what to want to get like the Jaguars, you have to draft well. And I'll say it again. It's Trinidad Chambliss comes into this draft, I'm trading up to get him. And I'm sit behind Malik Willis. They're very similar. Just that they're very similar quarterbacks. And I think that'll be good for both parties. That he'll have a mentor and help him grow. That's me. I don't think this young man's gonna do that. If the Packers last time they traded up was to get Jordan Love from us, 2020. Let me go in on the Dolphin community, especially the ones on Twitter. I'm hearing, and trust me, I have my sources that infiltrate that dumbass Dolphin community. I'm hearing that losers don't like the choice of GM. You know why? They're ignorant as hell. Just like the concept creators that's ripping them off for their money. Ass clowns like Eric McIntosh. Oh boy, EM. Clowns like him. These Dolphin community guys can't stand me. You know why? Because I told the truth. I don't make up shit out of the blue. And the one thing I will say that everything I said about this back in 2020, I was proven right. Okay. All you guys wanted to see was, and a lot of you said, quote, Tua was better than Dan Marino, really? That broken down piece of shit, really? But no, those lying ass clown concept creators in the Dolphin community, old boy said his arm, a man who can't throw past 15 yards, I might add, said, quote, He had the arm of God, him and that ass clown EM. How did that okay. How did it work out? Didn't work out too good, did it? Got the coach fired yesterday, let him hang around for a week thinking he was in on the process of hiring a GM. He was nowhere Troy Aikman cannot stand the sight of Mike McDaniel. But Troy Aikman got you this GM. You should thank Troy. All of you should thank Troy. This young man, I believe, will do a fine, fine job. Congrats. Not to Steven Ross. Congrats to Troy Aikman. Yeah. Picking a young man from a fine organization like the Green Bay Packers. Now you're gonna get structure in Miami. Gonna get one people man and lead this man and his group knows how to drive. You'll get your quarterback next year. You have to wait for your Dolphin fan to get your quarterback. I believe you're gonna hit this man picking the QB. You're gonna get a good QB in Miami. Watch college football next year. There's about a good 16 of them, I'm telling you, are gonna be first rounders. First round potential. And you guys can move forward once you get your quarterback in next year's draft. I don't see Dolphins drafting one of these guys at 11 unless they trade or one falls to 'em. You guys gonna like Malik Willis. See what happens when you go to a structured franchise like uh, Green Bay, and trust me, him getting back at Vrabel twice next year is gonna be fun. Get real coaching. You didn't get that in Miami to when Mike McDaniel's job was threatened. He said, "No, it's killing us. That broken down crap ass quarterback is killing us. So I gotta get rid. Some way, somehow, I gotta get rid." And they did. And then you hear guys like Elaine Papard. I almost threw up when he said this when he had Chris Perkins on. If there's any chance we can see Tua, get the man, get over that pineapple, bro. Remember those ass clowns in the Dolphin community said if you criticize Chris Greer, you're a racist. Remember that? Remember that? The audacity of these effing assholes to tell you stupid ass sheep that if you next week listen to X on my page because I don't do I do IG. IG my page. Listen to that. And why? You're gonna hear me destroy the Dolphins and everything I said in those rants came true. Everything those lying ass concept creators told you ended up being empty dream and promises. How did you guys do the last, let's say, 25 years, 26 years, because you're not making the playoffs? How did you guys do since 2000? Exactly. Nada. How have your drafts been in the 2000s? Nada. Guessed it. You guys had 2 years in a row of 3 1s and 3 2s in 2021. Where are those players now at now? They're not in Miami anymore. How did that work out with the great Chris Greer? But the lying ass Dolphin community told you guys but you can't criticize him anything like that. Really? How did that work out? And you got the bums leaking by the palm of my hand. I don't even follow it. I have a buddy in the organization. All he does is text me every other Tuesday from the golf course before he has to go to work. And he tells me what I need to know, and I just shake my damn head and say, same old bullshit. Let's give a shout out to my boys. First of all, Alex Dono, who I go way back. Shout out to Alex, but he's finally going to see his Hurricanes win a national title. Same as Vamos, Autos. And, he has sources, and he gave me a little tip today, but the Hurricanes win this championship, and they will next month, the 19th. I would say 11:45 Eastern Standard Time. The Miami Hurricanes will be the new national champions, and a new dynasty begins in Miami, the way it should be. Well, this young man is going to tell Mr. Ross, you've been a bumbling buffoon forever. Let real football men get you where the Hurricanes are going to be. And I believe, with all the confidence in the world, he's going to. The rest of you losers who want John Harbaugh, you can have John Harbaugh. To me, he's done nothing since 2012. It's been 14 years. Man. How did it work out with Lamar Jackson, the star child? How did it work out with him? No Super Bowl appearances. Just like in Buffalo, McDermott loses Sunday. The word is he's fired, and maybe that's where Harbaugh goes. I'll tell you one coach, if Buffalo becomes open, if they lose on Sunday, no, they're going to. He's going to jump in that. That is good old Billy Bill. That's right. Billy Belichick. He gets his hands on Josh Allen and build that defense quickly. What a division we're going to have. Fun we're going to have. And don't worry, Miami will get into the fun if they hire the right coach. And to me, this coach is important because you're going to get somebody of substance. LaFleur, if he loses, they will part ways if they lose tomorrow. It's like, I'll give you a rivalry, but if you lose in a big spot, you're not coming back. That's like Green Bay and the Bears, Green Bay and the Vikings. You lose that playoff game, it's held back. So if I have to rank them, I would go Jeff Hafley 1. That's the defensive coordinator of the Packers. LaFleur 2 if they part ways. And if it's taking a little time for the Dolphins to hire the coach, that's the reason. Because remember, this young man knows everything that goes on in Green Bay. He knows. So if he's taking his time, if Green Bay keeps winning, then it depends on how far they go in the playoffs. I have them winning tomorrow, which will set up a hell of a next weekend. Green Bay at Seattle. But we'll see. But in conclusion, with this coach, you gotta like what you're getting. I mean, this GM, you're going to like. I believe it's a home run. It's not a grand slam. It's a home run. It's a 2-run home for now. It could turn out to be a grand. Welcome to Miami, Mr. Sullivan. Yes, that is appropriate. That this young man to a grand. How consistent he drafts the next 2 years. If the players are on the field, that's a very good sign. Dolphins do it again. Here on the drive, they a home run homer with this pick as the like I said, all you guys thank Troy Aikman for. And away we go. Back in Dolphin Land. I'll be back in Miami full fledged the second they put tour on the June 1st list. When they do that back home in Miami, when I do shows, it will be focused on Dolphins. Once I'm gonna have some good guys on the panel. None of these losers from the Dolphin community, by the way. I don't like those people. I don't want to hear from them. They lied to you, dumbasses, too long. In this room, you get the truth. I don't want nobody from the Dolphin community in here. And they're going to get roasted by me. You wait till next week when those clips of me roasting their asses go on X, Instagram. What's that stupid video game on? I have a subscription. They have my channel if I want to put it on. It'll be all over the place. I got plenty of volumes roasting your favorite concert. So get ready for that next week. So for the Dolphins, it was a two-run homer. Be happy, Dolphin fans. You're going to get structure. You're going to get players coached up and players who you draft who's going to contribute right away. The one question though, moving forward, then what they're going to do with Achan? Are they going to keep him contention? Or are they going to trade him? Because if they trade him, they're going to get a lot for him because he doesn't fit the philosophy. Think Packer way now. You can have complete confidence they're going to pick you the right quarterback. That's the least of your worries. It's going to be quarterback. Ain't that they're gonna try their best to bring in Malik Willis. I can tell you that right now. There's gonna be real competition, unlike that piece of shit who was so sensitive to criticism. And how did that work out for the Dolphins? Where these pieces of shit were never competitive in training camp. They're gonna be competitive now. They're gonna be competitive now. This man went in first. Be happy that this young man is running. Great job. Now, Ross did not pick this, but it was Troy Aikman. So give Troy Aikman all the love. Ross bungles everything. You fools would have been uh, having another Groundhog's Day with McDaniel staying as head coach and his buddy Williams from San Francisco running shit. It would have been a disaster. With this man, things are going to get better. So much so that doing before the draft and everything, you want to hear facts about what's going on down there? Come in here. You don't want to come in here? Fine. I don't care. I really don't give a damn if you come. But there'll be new structure in here now, especially once they put that damn damaged goods peanut brittle. Told you guys 6 years ago, 7 years ago in TV's room. That number one West peanut. I'll tell you this place two ago. The Dolphins let him down. Front office let him down. Should have took Sewell over Waddle. I was saying that up here back in 2021. Take Sewell over Waddle so he could protect Liam Eichenberg, really? Liam Eichenberg? Now start hitting some drafts consistently, and I'm pretty confident this young man will be hitting on draft picks. Now, Remember one thing about Green Bay, their first round picks are kind of developing players, and then they do develop. But where they hit gold is their third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh round picks. And I really don't know how this young man is going to work when it comes to drafting, but I do have complete confidence. And the number one thing that only thing most of you Dolphin fans care about is quarterback. Next year's draft, you'll get your quarterback. So don't worry about quarterback this year. Rock with Malik Cornelius. They'll probably win 6, 7 games. If you're lucky. In my opinion, their draft needs defensive end, an outside linebacker, definitely a hard-hitting offensive tackle again, a power running back. They don't have no money, guys. They're only gonna have enough money to sign Malik Willis, and he's gonna come high because he don't have enough work to be getting paid in the $30 range. That's not gonna happen. So you don't have to worry about what scraps they can get from cutting players. They'll use that to give Willis his. So the quarterback that you guys cheered on for 6 years is the one that puts you in this predicament. You know what Tua is doing to all you people right now? He's giving you all Dolphin fans the middle finger and saying, I'm getting paid more than $170 million guaranteed by hook or by crook. Who else has to pay me? And what it ends to another tragic story in Miami where you idiot fans believed and you got suckered in it. But hopefully, this young man and one of the three coaches I told you, maybe he get a young guy from the Green Bay Organ. But he's going to get you somebody that's going to lead you and point you in the right direction. Also going to get you a quarterback in next year's draft. Where the quarterback and a quarterback that will take us into the 2030s and beyond. Give the Dolphins credit. They got lucky with this one. Troy Aikman saved your asses because if that idiot owner would have given you. Oh, speaking of him, again, the Dolphin community. We love Stephen Ross. He takes care of us. He spends money. How that worked out? Last year, he gave all these assholes extensions, and now you're in cap hell until 2028. How did that work? How did it work out? It didn't work out at all. It's a disaster. Worse than the goddamn Hindenburg and the Titanic and towering in front of Youngins too young wasn't even in existence. Ask your parents about that towering in front of Carolina, 1970. Yeah. So Dolphin fans, you got a future fund. Amen to that. Finally got you guys that should be excited that they're bringing in a young man who knows how to identify the quarterback of the future. Ewers and Malik Willis will be your bridge quarterbacks until they get one in 27, which is a rich, deep quarterback draft. And then away we go. Oh, let me throw in one more position. Tight end. I like the guys I've seen the last couple of games, but you need a game break. Well, I'm getting out of here in a couple of minutes, so I'm done. So you Dolphin guys, that's what I had to say. Take it or leave it, I don't care. But if I am right, wanna hear truth and fact? You're welcome, Melina. You know I'll be on 3 times tomorrow, so tomorrow everybody can come up and enjoy the night. Enjoy the day. I'll be on tomorrow at 2:30 to do straight football. We will destroy Matt LaFleur. If you want a little insight, you Dolphin fans in here, about Green Bay, tune in to straight football tomorrow. Matt LaFleur be in my crosshairs tomorrow. And when I do straight football, I give nothing but facts on the topic I'm talking. Yeah, how's Liam Cohn doing? The head coach of the Jaguars. I never even heard from him, nor didn't care because he's Dolphin groupies. How did he work out in Jacksonville? I did a feature on him in straight football before the Jaguars started killing people from them. I want to thank the beautiful Miss Molina. I want to thank you guys who popped in to listen. Real truth, not lies. And to you Dolphin community losers on X, Harbaugh's not coming. Sorry to break your hearts. Not coming. And the longer it takes for him to hire somebody, it tells you two things. One, he's getting somebody from Green Bay or Green Bay roots. I gave you three candidates. Halfley, Matt LaFleur, Mike McCarthy, who's out there. So those are your candidates to be an executive. Or he'll bring in a guy who he can relate to. Unlike Stephen Ross, who brought in Mike McDaniel and tried to work off a broken down, no hip quarterback. Try to warn you guys. And Chris Greer, by the way, he will always be known for taking a broken down tour over Justin Herbert. We no longer want to hear about Herbert and Tua. Love with Tua for damn sure. He wishes he had Jordan Love's hometown. Like I was saying, wishes he had Jordan Love's arm talent. But again, never know. Shout out to Jordan. Let me see what Manzano said before I walk out of here. Doesn't like this choice of Eric Sullivan because background bottom contract about the title is Packers currency. Tony, this is why again. If you really believe Brian Gutekunst wasn't making the moves, Manzano, again, this is why I don't like people in the Dolphin community because of stupid ass statements like that. No one knew who the hell this young man was until the Dolphins put him on. Troy Aikman put him on the list, and if he does work out, all you guys should become Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm dead ass serious because this young man is going to work out. In Miami's future, it's going to take a little while. Like I said again, it's two things you will never have to worry about ever again. Number one, when you come from Green Bay, you know how to identify a quarterback. It was Ron Wolf's son, by the way, in New England, who identified Drake May. And look at the Patriots now. All of that was Scott Wolf, the great Ron Wolf's son. Got them all those players, and look at New England now. This young man will do well in Miami. And Dolphins got lucky. You know? So Dolphins got it right, potentially, with a 2-run homer. It could grow into a grand slam. Like I said before, for a Dolphin fan, give it time. Shout out to Vamos as Miami Hurricanes be national champions in 10 days. According to Vamos' sources, get me up this afternoon. Me and him had a long talk talking about Miami Hurricanes. That if the Hurricanes do win this national title, they're going to win more. From his sources down in Coral Gables, they may actually build them their own state. One more thing. It wouldn't be me if I didn't take a cheap shot at the Dolphin fans and the Dolphin community. That crowd you see that's going to be at the Orange Bowl next Monday night, if the NCAA don't rig it and give tickets away for free for the visiting team, the Dolphins ain't going to see a crowd like that for time. And I don't know what type of quarterback. What's up, Chief? Good to see you. I don't know what type of quarterback this young man likes, but I can tell you this. He loves Malik Willis, and I do too. That's the leader of men, Malik. And to get back at Vrabel twice, I cannot wait for Patriots Dolphins. So for Chief, Molina, Manzano, and of course, um, Jordan, I will see you tomorrow, 2:30 Eastern for straight football. Let me show you who will be happy for that. I'll give that. Tomorrow, great football. Great football. Trained. I have my energy for tomorrow. I could see it. You guys have been great. Appreciate you guys. Ready for football tomorrow? There you go. Matt LaFleur. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna give Dolphin fans heads up. If he becomes your coach, what you have to worry about, number one, is clock management. What you have to worry about, number two, sometimes beats himself. They think he knows everything, and he's not the greatest coach under crisis. Mike McCarthy is. He's not. That's what you have to worry about with him. He's a very good play caller when he wants to be. If you watch the Bear game tomorrow night on Amazon Prime, I'll come up here. I'll be doing the game tomorrow night. I will point out Matt LaFleur's flaws for you tomorrow on Straight Football. That's why he has that look on his face, because he's on the clock. If I'm the Dolphins, and it's between him and I will take McCarthy over him. Because at least you know with Coach Mike, you're not getting no effing around. So with this guy too. And if Green Bay does lose and it takes a little bit longer for this young man to pick a coach, is because he's going to try and get everybody from Green Bay. And that's a very good thing. Guys, again, Dolphin fans, all you think about is the goddamn quarterback. How did Dan Marino in this bus tour and Tannehill and Jay Fiedler, how did that work out for you? How did it work out? Not too good, right? Guys gotta stop focusing on quarterback and focus about team. Okay? Look at this year's teams. You think Drake May is gonna make it to the Super Bowl? I don't see it. You think Josh Allen is gonna make a Bowl? I don't see it. Who you got left? Is Rodgers gonna get on the run? I can see him doing that, but not winning the AFC unless the referees are involved. Who did I leave? Bo Nix, DJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence. Just saying. Look at the NFC. Can Stafford get you to the Super Bowl? Yeah. Sam Donald? No. Caleb Williams? No. Brock Purdy? Yes. Jalen Hurts? Yes. Bryce Young, he's not ready yet. And Jordan Love, he has to prove it this year. And if the Packers do get to the Super Bowl, the flow would stay. Half league, you're gonna have to wait until after the Super Bowl. Or the young offensive coordinator, or he'll go elsewhere. We don't know yet. I just put my candidates out there, and I'm gonna find out in the next 3 weeks who's gonna be the new coach of the Dolphins. So you can forget Harbaugh. And I think it's going to be a name coach, believe it. It could be Kevin Stefanski is all we know. We will have fun tomorrow, 2:35 on Monday Air. We'll talk about this topic about to be your future head coach, Dolphins fan, if they lose tomorrow night. And we'll preview the games tomorrow. I'm going to be on before Carolina and the Rams. We'll see. That's the beauty of the NFL. We really don't know until we know. And we all will find out together. So for Melina, was Chiefs and Jordan and in the clouds, he Dolphins clouds. Shout out to Vamos. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. In exactly 18 hours from now. Have a great evening. For your SmackDown, for you wrestling boogie eaters out there. And we'll pick this up tomorrow. Good night from the Oasis.